What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you've seen the last video, then you know that we have the new Project 67 Mustang that we're working on. So just wanted to take kind of put this video out as kind of setting the bar for the idea for the build. And please give me your input. I have an idea in my head of what I want to do, but always, especially if you have experience and know what's good, what's not good, definitely look forward to the information in the comments. Please do. Always love to see those things come in, those comments, right? So the idea for the build is not to do a nuts and bolts restoration. Not interesting to me. Not anything that I want to just rebuild something that was already there. I want to, and I think I said it in the last video too, make it my own. And I hope you guys enjoy what we do as we go through it. So the idea here is to do more of a resto mod look, as well as revamping everything, right? So we'll kind of go into and start with the initial things that we're going to do, the initial parts that we actually already have, a lot of them in. It's just finding the time to do it. So first thing is first, behind me you see the car. It's doing garage wheelies currently. I have the front brakes taken, or excuse me, the front wheels taken off of it. I will be removing all the front suspension and replacing the drums as well. So we have a Willwood disc brake conversion for drum cars. So we'll get that put on in an upcoming video, as well as we have a number of new suspension parts. So upper control arms, lower control arms, spring saddles, tons of stuff. We're also going to do the Shelby drop on it, so I'll show you guys the process is there. Pretty simple, straightforward idea, but you're dropping the upper control arm 1 inch. It helps with camber and helps obviously with camber to a certain extent. Going around corners is going to give you that little extra traction. So suspension is going to be redone. I plan on doing coilovers, but not right away. Right now, it's going to be more of getting things to where I can drive the car safely, because right now it's all over the road. There's bump steer like crazy. The steering is shot in it. The suspension is shot in it. The brakes are shot in it. So those are the main things. And actually, I was taking this wheel off here, and there was brake fluid on the studs. So probably not a good sign. I do have, like I said, I have the disc brake kit from Willwood. I also have a master cylinder from Willwood that we'll be putting on. And we have, obviously, of course, all the stuff that comes with that. But I'm also I'm changing out the brake lines in it. Might as well while everything's there. Some of the brake lines at one point or another were crushed. It looks like a jack had brought the car up on its frame rail. The line got caught underneath of it. Not sure if that's the proper routing for the line, but that's where it was routed. And that got crushed. And then I'm sure there's something going on inside this drum here that we'll find out when we pop it open, see what's going on there. But it stops terribly. Steering is really awful. So I have a full steering linkage rebuild. So obviously the tie rod ends, inner and outers, right? The idler arm, the pitman arm, and I have it's a manual car, or manual steering car. So I have a manual steering box rebuild kit that I'm going to be doing. And now this does have the 1 inch, I believe it's the 1 inch sector shaft. So meaning that it comes, there's a shaft. So I'd say the box is right here, right? And instead of it being a separate piece in case of a front end collision, it would have what's called a rag joint, and it would crumple. Well, this car does not have that. This was an early 67, so it's a full shaft. So I have to rebuild that. I have to pull it out, and luckily, if you see this yellow box right down here, that is a pit. So I've moved the car as far back as I can so I can pull the steering box out, because it has to come out in one full shaft, the entire thing. So hopefully that gives me enough clearance to get that thing out, get it pulled out. I'm going to rebuild that. And then one of the big things that I plan on doing with it is putting in an electronic steering box. I believe it's from Unisteer. And at first I was like, well, why would I do that? A lot of people aren't really happy with electronic steering boxes who feel like you don't have enough feel of the road. But I did find this one, and the reviews on it were phenomenal. The installation is pretty straightforward. You just got to do a little bit of wiring, and that's that. Then you have a steering box, electronic motor that powers the steering rather than a pump with fluid to a power steering box. In the end, it looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. There's a video, I believe, on Mustangs Plus that installed it with great result. It does have the ability to turn to different settings with the steering as well, like the S550s do. So you have the sport and the comfort, yada, 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 right? So that's a big thing I really look forward to doing on the car. Other than that, I do have an AC unit. This car was not an AC car, but the guy I bought it from did have an AC unit for it. So I either will put that on or I'll sell that and get one from, I believe it's Classic Air. Make a really good kit and probably blows a little bit better than the stock system does too. And then guys, I mean, obviously I'm going to do new wheels. These, so you see them here. These are the Cobra wheels. I think these are Cobra R wheels from like 97, I want to say. If I remember, he said right, but they rub on the upper control arms the way they are, and it already has like 2 spacers on it as well. So we're going to do new wheels. I'm going to get it sat a little bit lower. The springs I do have coming are a 1-inch drop on that. So we'll get that kind of buttoned up. That'll be part of the project, guys. I'm really excited for this, and I hope you guys are interested in seeing this, this old kind of school build style rather than all the new stuff that we've done on the channel so far. So like I said, again, please leave me any comments, any questions. Really interested in hearing from you guys. Let me know if this is something you think you'll enjoy or whatever, right? But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in an upcoming video very soon. Obviously, we got work going on right now. Here we go. Let's go. Next video coming up. It'll probably be taking apart the suspension. Thanks, guys. Peace.